tell you about definition of conflict. Conflict is a process that begins when one participant perceives that another party has negatively affect or is about to negatively affect something that the first party cares about. When define conflict broadly as the process that begins when one participant perceives another party has affect or is about to negatively affect something the first parties care. And I will tell you about types of conflict. Relationship conflict focus on interpersonal relationship. Thus, conflict relates to the content and goals of the work. Process conflict is about the how to get the work done. The first is relationship conflict based on the interpersonal relationship. The second is task conflict. Conflict is over content and goals of the work. And the last is process conflict, is conflict over the how work gets done. Process conflict often become highly personalized and quickly develop into relationship conflict. It's also true, of course, that arguing about how to something takes time away from actually the doing it. And the third is lossy of conflict. Another way to understand conflict is to consider its locus or the framework within which the conflict occurs. Here's two. There are three basic types. The first is the conflict is conflict between two people, and intra-group conflict occur with a group or team. And the last is intergroup conflict is conflict between group or teams. Normally, all the lecturer on relationship tasks and process conflict consider intra-group conflict or with the group. That makes sense given that group and teams often exist only to perform a particular task. However, it doesn't necessarily tell us all we need to know about the context and outcome of conflict. And understanding functional and dysfunctional conflict require not only what we identified the type of conflict, we also need to know where it occurs. It's possible that while the concept of relationship, task, and process conflict are useful in understanding intra-group or even dyadic conflict. And the fourth is the conflict process. The conflict process has five stages. First is potential opposition or incompatibility, cognition and personalization, intention, behavior, and outcomes. The first stage is potential opposition or incompatibility. The first stage of conflict is the affairs of the condition, cause or source that create opportunities for it to arise. And the second is communication. Communication can be a stir of conflict. These are the important things. And communication is functional up to point after which is the possible to over communicate and increase the potential for conflict. The third is structure. The term structure is in this context includes variables such as the size of group, degree of specialization in task assigned to group members, and degree of dependence between groups. Therefore, the potential of conflict is great when group members are newer to the organization and when turnover is high. And personal variables it is the last category of potential source of conflict is personal variables, which include the personality, emotion, and value. People hike in the personality traits of disagreeability or self-monitoring are prone to tangle with the other people more often and to react poorly when the conflict occurs. In the stage 2 is cognition and personalization. If the condition sit in stage 1, negatively affects something one parties care about, then the potential of opposition becomes actually in the second stage. As we note in our definition of conflict, one or more the parties must be aware that attendance condition exist. However, just because the disagreement is the perceived conflict doesn't mean it is a personalized. And in the stage two is important because it's where the conflict issues stand to be defined, where the parties decide what the conflict is about. And the second is emotion play a major role in the shaping perception. Negative emotion allow us to oversimplify issues, lose trust, and put negative interpretations on the other party's behavior. And the third stage is intention. Intention intertwine between people perceptions and emotions and their over behavior. Their decision to act in a given way. Intention are not always fixed during the course of a conflict. Intention may change if a party is able to see the other's point of view or the respond emotionally to the other behavior. Like we can predict a person in intentions rather well from a combination of intellectual and personality characteristic. And competing when the person seeks to satisfy his or her own interest regardless of the impact on the other parties in conflict that the person is competing. And collaborating, like when the conflict is desired to fully satisfy the concern of all parties, there is cooperations and research and search for a mutually beneficial outcome. And avoiding a person may recognize a conflict exit and want to withdraw from a suppress it. And they are accommodating, like a party who seek a piece of appointment may be willing to place the opponent's interest about his or her own. And the last is compromising is a situation in which each party to a conflict is willing to give up something. And stage four is behavior. In the stage four is dynamic process of interaction. In conflict, intention are translated into certain likely behavior. Competing brings out active to contend with the team members and breathing individual effort to achieve and without working together. And the stage five is outcomes. Outcomes like the action or reaction interplay between conflicting parties create consequence. The first is functional outcomes. There are three outcomes. First is functional outcomes. Is a conflict is constructive when it's improved the quality of decision. And dysfunction outcomes is the negative, the destructive consequence of conflict on the performance of a group or an organizational are generally well known. And managing conflict. One of the key to minimize counterproductive conflict is recognizing when there really is disagreement. And for example, someone in marketing might focus on distribution problem, while someone from operation talk about supply chain management to describe essentially the same issues. And the fifth, we will talking about negotiation. First, negotiation is a process in which two or more parties exchange goods or services and attempt to agree on the exchange rate for them. We can define negotiation as a process that occurs when two or more parties decide to how to allocate it, scarce resource, and also we use the term negotiation and bargaining interchangeable. And bargaining strategies There are two general approaches to the negotiation. First is distributive bargaining and integrative bargaining. First is distributive bargaining is negotiation that seek to divide up a fixed amount of resource like win till loss situation. And integrative bargaining is negotiation that seek one or more settlement that can create win-win solution. And choosing bargaining method in terms of intra-organizational behavior, integrative bargaining is preferable to distributive bargaining because the former build a long-term relationship. And research show that over repeat bargaining episode, a losing party who feels positively about the negotiation outcome is much more likely to bargain cooperatively in subsequent negotiation. And here's the negotiation process. First is preparation and planning. This may be the most important part of the process. Once you have gathered your information, develop a strategy, you should determine your and other side best alternative to negotiate agreement. And the second is definition of broad rules. If you have done in planning and develop a strategy, you are ready to define with the other party the ground rules and procedure of the negotiation itself. And the third is clarification and justification. When you have exchanged initial position, you and the other party will explain, amplify, clarify, and bolster and justify your original demands. This step needed because be confrontational. And the fourth is bargaining and problem solving. The essence of the negotiation process is the actual give and take in the try to hash out an agreement. This is where both parties need to make concessions. Relation change as a result of negotiations, so take that into consideration. And the fifth is closure and implementation. It is a final step in the negotiation process is formalizing your agreement and developing procedures necessary for implementing and monitoring. And we will talking about negotiation in a social context. First is reputation. Your reputation is the way other people think and talk about. When it comes to negotiation, having a reputation for being trustworthy matters. In short, trust in negotiation process opens the door to many forms of integrative negotiation strategies that benefit both parties. And the second is relationship. There is more to repeat negotiation than just reputation. The social interpersonal component of relation with the repeat negotiation means that individuals go beyond valuing what is simply goods for themselves and instead start to think about what is the best for the other party and the relation as well. And there are three party negotiation. The first is mediator, is a neutral third party who facilitate a negotiation solution by using reasoning and persuasion, suggestion alternatives, and the like that. Mediators are widely used in labor management negotiation in the civil court dispute. And the second is an arbitrator, is the third party with the authority to dictate an agreement. And the last is conciliator, is like a trusted party who provides an informal communication link between the negotiator and the opponent. And I think it's all from me. And do you have any question?
Yes, I have a question for you, Tasya.
Okay, wait, I will.
Okay, so my question is about your opinion. As we all know, conflict is an organization is negative thing, right? In your opinion, is there a conflict function in an organization? Thank you.
Uh, can you repeat the question?
Okay, my question is, in your opinion, is there a conflict function in an organization? You got my question?
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Wait. Mm. And any other question?
May I ask you a question?
Okay. Wait, I will.
What are the challenge of a manager